I'm Roshni Dave, and I'm from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Walking into the grocery store and hearing a friendly hello from the bag boy. Riding my bike near the lake while cars politely stop for me as I cross the street. Leaving my apartment building early and getting away from the mailman. The people of East Tennessee are one of a kind. We all know that life moves a bit slower in parts of the South, but in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, the people create an atmosphere that makes you appreciate the unhurried pace. When my family moved to Oak Ridge in 1997, we had no idea what to expect. After only 2 visits to the small town, my dad took a small management job, while my mother began nursing school. We had just moved from Chattanooga and weren't used to the smaller city. With only 25,000 people, 1 movie theater, and a mall with less than 12 stores, Oak Ridge was not sizing up to my standards. However, everyone I met seemed content with the area, so I decided to give it a chance. I started school in the fall and began making friends. As the months passed by, my family and I had settled in more and started to become accustomed to the small town feel. However, we had no idea how much living in such a tight-knit community would mean until one winter night in 1998. My mother had gone to a doctor's appointment to find the cause of her reoccurring headaches. However, she did not come back that night. The doctor had spotted a brain tumor and my mother was hospitalized immediately. My life took a complete turn as treatment, surgery, and hospital bills were all the talk inside my home. My mom began chemotherapy and radiation while my dad took on a second job to cover the new costs. At the tender age of 6 years old, I searched the sky for guidance. However, I did not need to look so far away because help was just around the corner. Opening the door to find friends and neighbors bringing in casserole dishes, smelling clean laundry, never being alone or without food. The town that I had lived in for a little over a year began to feel like heaven due to the amount of support and care my family received so quickly. It seemed like every person I encountered just wanted to find a way to help us out. I realized that my worries would disappear as long as I lived in Oak Ridge. Eventually, my mother finished treatment and came home, but her tumor had not been eradicated. Sadly, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Hearing that my mom would not be around forever changed everything. It was a chain reaction as my family began to live more like the people of Oak Ridge. We took each day as a gift and slowed down the pace of life. We began to spend more time with each other and took opportunities as if they were our last. Additionally, our small community stood by our side each and every day. Even more helping hands reached out as my mother became more and more sick. The community had taken on the responsibility to care for my family as if it were their own. With the prayers and guidance from the people of our area, my mother was able to live with her illness for 4 years. In 2005, she passed away in the arms of her loved ones. My mother used to teach me to give without the thought of a return and illustrated this lesson by always helping our elderly neighbor up the stairs. Even though the gesture was small, it meant more to the woman than imaginable. Parallel to my mother's actions are the small gestures that the Oak Ridge citizens have implemented in my life. Eventually, my mother was the woman who needed help up the stairs, and I can proudly say she was always assisted. However, now it is my turn to pay it forward. I cannot express how much compassion and time the people of Oak Ridge have devoted to my family during my mother's illness. I have learned that lending a hand to someone in need can change a person's life, as it did mine. Seeing the selfless acts of my community has given me inspiration to wake up and take time out of my busy life for others. Whether it is holding the door for someone or volunteering at the hospital, donating my time for someone else is something I would like to continue doing for the rest of my life. I hope to always possess the unique character traits that the citizens of my town have and to carry them with me wherever I may go.